All right, so I want you to be on page 364 for this, because I'm going to step you through page 364. Okay, got that? So in your notebooks, write this down. We're going to do A through F, which is one problem. Okay, there's that many parts to this one problem. This is the amount of electricity in a kilowatt hour used by one household each month of a year is listed below. And I'm going to write them down on the board too. So we have 420, we have 450, we have 480, we have 440, we have 420, 490, 580, 590, 510, 450, 430, and 480. So this is each month how many hours, kilowatt hours of electricity used in a year. Our very first thing we're going to do is make a line plot. And all a line plot is a way to display a bunch of data. All right? So to make a line plot, we will, first off, we will draw a line. Does that make sense? Yep. And our line is going to go from 400 on one end to 600 on the other end. And the reason why we do that, to go from 400 to 600 is 400 is smaller than all of them and 600 is bigger than all of them. All right? In the middle, I'll write 500. And we can easily split these up into 10 on each side, 10 pieces on each side. Okay? Line plot. All right, so I didn't space that out very well, but all right, so on my line plot, I have 10 spots between each one. 400, 500, you can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is my 500. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is my 600. So I'll make those bigger so you can see them. Okay, so there should be 10 spots between each one. Does that make sense? Now, on a line plot, we just start graphing it out. So I have a 420. I'm going to do them down here instead of above it. Normally, we do it above it, but I didn't leave myself enough room. We have a 420. We have a 450. We have a 480. We have a 440. We have another 420. We have a 490, which is right here. We have a 580, which is right here. We have a 590, which is right there. We have a 510, which is right there. We have a 450, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. We have a 430, and we have another 480. That's my line plot. Done. All right? Make sense so far? Yep. All right. Letter B tells me to find the mean, median, mode, and range of the data. The mean is the average. Well, that's going to be a lot of fun. Okay? So, let's find the average of all this. Once you roll to the one that gets it right. So that's 420, 450, 480, 440, 420 again, 490, 580, 590, 510, 450, 430, 480, divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? So 12 months of the year. So add all those up, divide by 12. Tootsie roll to the one that gets it right. And I'll pause it so I'm not running a bunch of dead air.
Wow.
So nice job. The average is 478.33333. So 478. Oh, that doesn't show on the screen very well. Shoot. Let me erase that and do that again.
Man, that was crazy.
That was crazy.
I didn't even think about it.
All right. So the mean equals 478, rounded down. The median is our middle number. So look at our line plot. There are 12 of them, right? So count 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be between 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 450 and 480. So somewhere between 450 and 480. So how do we figure out the median? If it doesn't come out to be something even, what's halfway between 450 and 480? 450 and 480, that's 30, right? What's halfway? What's half of 30?
Half of 30 is,
Half of 30 is 15, right? So what is 450 plus 15?
450 plus 15.
Yes.
5.
465.
Okay, so the median is 465. There's another way you could do the median as well, and that's divide the two, or average the two. 450 and 480, add them up, divided by 2, would also get you the median. All right, the mode. The mode is the number that happens the most.
That would be
What is the mode?
420.
There's 3 of them.
420.
420,
480.
450, and then 480. Each of those 3 happens 3 times. What is the range? The biggest number is 590. The smallest number is 420. Subtract the 2. The range is the difference between the biggest and the smallest. What is that?
It would be
170.
170. Right?
Yep.
Okay. Good. Look at C, D, E, and F. C says, which measure would you report to describe the difference between the most electricity used in the month and the least? Would you use the mean, median, mode, or range?
range.
I use the range, that's right. Which measure, this is D, would you report to someone who wanted to compute the total amount of electricity used in the year?
The mode.
The total amount used in the year. Mean, median, mode, or range?
The mode.
No. How's that going to help you figure out the total in a whole year?
Oh, no, that won't. So not all of them. Would it be mean?
It would be the mean, because if you multiply that by 12, you find out in a whole year, right? Because the mean is the average. You can unaverage it. There's 12 months in a year, so multiply it by 12. E says, if the greatest data point, 590, were changed to 500, which measure, mean, median, or mode, would change the most? So if this number right here, this 590, way out here, drops all the way down to 500, which one of these 4 is going to change the most?
The
mode?
mean.
It wouldn't be the mode. It would be the mean would change the most.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's really going to change it. It'll change the range a little bit, but not by much. Only by 10, because there's a 580 there.
What was C?
That's the range.
Oh.
It would change the mean the most. Okay? Now, we don't have to do F, because F is just a whole new problem. All right, does that make sense though? If you're ever told to make a line plot, that's what you do.
Okay.
And then you can find the mean, median, and mode, and range off of that. Okay?
Okay.
So lesson 53 for tomorrow.